Have you ever noticed that there's always a popular set of people and then there's a not so popular set of people? Well, I was always the not so popular person. I always did things that people didn't like. I was always the nice kid. I was always the one going around helping people. I loved helping everybody. I was always the nice kid and no one ever knew about it. The worst thing about it was those bullies. I had a ton of bullies throughout middle school and high school. And actually, surprisingly, I even had bullies in elementary school, but that's a little different of a story. I'll tell you about that later. I've always hated bullies. I've never understood why they care so much to bully you and why they care so much to put you down for no reason. I was never physically hit, but I remember this one time I just cried in the corner and I just remember thinking to myself that I wasn't worth it or I didn't have any purpose. But I knew that I needed to do something about this bully, so I made sure to tell my parents, and unfortunately it didn't really get me too far. They were very supportive, but the school and the students' parents didn't care. I remember thinking long and hard that day, and I thought to myself that I need to do something about this. So I hatched a plan. There was a specific bully that always bullied me every single day. He would always do the same thing. He'd wait for me to get a drink from the water fountain, then pull my backpack and throw me on the ground. One of the craziest things ever happened to me. I got up after he threw me on the ground for probably the 50th time, and I grabbed that kid's backpack and I flipped him over. It was the craziest thing that ever happened. I remember how shocked everyone was, even especially since a lot of the bullies were watching at the time. Some even praised me for what I did. They were surprised that I could actually do anything to protect myself. I remember finally a teacher noticing that we did something, which was surprising because he's done it 50 times in a row with teachers seeing and no one caring. And I said, "Yeah, we're ready to go to the principal's office." And he was like, "No, no, no, we're okay. We're okay. We don't need to go to the principal's office." I mean, I was prepared to go to the principal's office, but this kid obviously knew there was something that was going to happen to him if he went to the principal's office again. So he never bullied me again, and I never saw him again, luckily. He never went to my high school, but high school, that was a little bit different. In high school, it was pretty common to be bullied in the locker room. I remember this one kid would beat on me every single day. I would always try to avoid him, but unfortunately the teacher decided to put the locker right next to me. I don't know what happened, but one of the quarterbacks from our local high school noticed this, and he actually took a stand. He went up to the kid like one of those high school movies where they pull up the kid to the locker, and he said, "Don't you ever mess with this kid again." Oh my goodness, it was the coolest thing ever. This kid was scarred for life. He never bullied me again. He acts differently now since it's been about 10 to 20 years since that last happened. I see him working at a place called Blaze Pizza. That's another topic. If you don't know what Blaze Pizza is, pretty much just think of it as like a local pizza joint. And it's hilarious to think that I would be ordering from the guy who bullied me years ago, but it just shows you how crazy bullies will go to do anything. It's crazy. Thanks for watching this video. It was really exciting to see the growth of my channel in the last few days, especially in the last 24 hours. Unfortunately, you won't see what I'm talking about, but I've seen it in a massive amount of views from my last video, so I've got a lot of courage to make this next one. I'm also just going to throw in some comments that I saw. I like doing that. It's a little fun. You guys get to see your comments in there. I'm also trying to figure out how to make my character. Unfortunately, I only have a mouse to draw, so it's a little hard to do anything like that. I'm planning to go like similar to how my sister draws me, but we'll see what... I'm obviously going to draw it in my own take, obviously, but I'd like to thank everyone who's watched and subbed. Thanks for the 25 plus likes on my last video. I'm really stoked to be making more videos like this, and I hope you guys have a great day. See you later.